Yeah, I mean, it's not our best day. Had a few chances early in the half or first half that we didn't convert on, you know. And then we, give up the first goal, second goal real quick, you know, bit careless on our part a little bit. Going in the half, you go in 1-0, you're feeling a little bit more comfortable in terms of, excuse me, getting your way back in it. But the second one put us on our heels a little bit. And yeah, we just won ourselves in the second half, just too much chasing. And yeah, just is what it is.
I'll open up to questions on Zoom. Roy?
Hi, Sean. Thank you for your time for joining us after a tough day. Just thinking big picture, when you look at what happened today, what do you see as the primary things that might need to change versus what are the primary things that you think are still building blocks to keep the same?
Well, I mean, if you look at the first part of the first half, I thought we played really, really good football. And that's when our chances were created and then sort of lost our way a little bit. But, we got to take our chances. We've created chances in games. We just don't convert them. And, we have to be better with the ball. I mean, when we won the ball in the first half, we turned it over. We kept it for 30% of the time. That's not good enough for us, in terms of the overall statistics. Like, if we win the ball, we should make sure we connect the first 2 or 3 passes because they counter press really quickly, but we gave it away too quickly and gave them free possessions. And, I think it's just a moment that we're going through. And I think, when we create those chances and then we don't convert them, and then a team scores, we're looking around at each other like, all right, how are we going to get back into this? And we're waiting for something to happen instead of going and taking it. But these are the moments that, look, we've played 4 games, we've tied 2, we lost 2. The rest of the pack is not far away, right? I mean, it's so early in the season. It's just players got to step up. We have to be better. Coaches have to be better. We're in this together, but there's got to be some internal checks just to see, are we doing enough to give ourselves the best chance when we kick off in each weekend.
Yeah, obviously very disappointed. I think the first 35 minutes, the way we played, you would think that we were going to go out and win the game for sure. But again, just gave up silly goals and got punished for it.
And then, back home next weekend, what's the key to putting this match past you and getting on to that one?
I think we just need to reflect. I think all of us have to look in the mirror a bit and hold ourselves accountable. And then we got to get back in the pitch and get going again for a home game because our fans are amazing. They come out every game. They're loud, they're proud. So I think we owe to them to give them a result.
Answer the questions on Zoom. Roy?
Hi, Denise. Thank you for joining us. Tough day, I know, but based on what you saw out there, when you're gonna look in the mirror and sort of reflect on this, like what are the main things that you feel would be most helpful or sort of the easiest or most reachable changes to make right now?
Yeah, I think it's just when we're in the attacking third, can we create more chances? I think that's a big thing for us right now, and it has been a bit of a struggle for us in the first 4 games. So I think we need to watch clips, and I think we need to improve in that massively, and also our mentality as a team. When we go down a goal, can we pick ourselves back up again and get back into the game? I think they're going to be 2 big things going forward.
And how much does that, like Sean mentioned this, that, when you're playing like that, when you're creating chances but not scoring, and then you give up a goal that everybody kind of looks at each other like, okay, how are we going to get back into this? How much does that compound when you're out there to struggle with finishing and then give one up? Like, how much does that affect even motivation or sort of the hope that you will be able to get back in the game?
Yeah, definitely. Of course, it's tough. You go game after game creating so many chances, can't put the ball in the net, and then switch off for 1 minute and you concede. But that's what it's like in this league. It's very transitional, and teams will punish you if you cough the ball up and make silly mistakes. So it's all about mentality and how much we can get back into the game. We have a young squad, but it's up to myself and the veteran players to be able to pull us together and drag us forward as well.
Anything else?
Oop.
All right, thank you.